Hello then, welcome back to Crusader Kings. Last time I had to cut us off a little bit prematurely because I had to run. I apologize for that. But we'll continue this time. The goals: take down the counts that got created when we broke Jorvik. Take Cornwall. Basically, just take the smaller counties here. But we're first and foremost going to just go after the busies because they currently have a civil war that is tearing them apart. And that should allow me to get a pretty decent, landing zone, if you will, in Italy or Sicily. So we're going to do that. But I am tempted to do Benevento too. They're allied with Lotharingia, so maybe not. How are you guys doing? Do you guys have any strong allies? You're too far away to interact with. Does that... I can interact with the Byzantines though. That's okay. That's a special one. But as you can see, busies don't really have any like military power right now at all. So we're gonna declare war for the Duchy of... I should check what that duchy is called. Salerno, I believe? Nope. Not Cyprus. Let's have a look here. Duchy titles. Calabria. Okay. Probably butchered that pronunciation. But that's just how this game is. There we are. Duchy of Calabria, which will allow us to take that. And then we'll start dealing with the rest of Italy through this location. So, let's declare war. I'm going to just send my entire army down there for one very, very simple reason. Let's go ahead and make one more point in what is going to become our new capital, basically. And we'll raise all troops there and then send them to Italy. We have a new child of our dynasty. And of course, because I did that, I messed up. So we'll send one army there, and it might be dumb of me to just directly send them to their siege locations, but I'm doing that this time only because my counselor died of gout. What a tragedy. But I'm only sending them directly because they are at war. I'm not going to recruit this guy. He's good stats, but he's old, so I'm going to allow my vassal here, who wants to be on the council, be on the council. So again, we're going for the busies because we're going to need to fight a lot of wars against them just to get our hands on Sicily. So the busies are our first target here. Okay, so apparently this guy is my acquaintance. Or guy, woman. I guess this was the one we were actually going for. And it seems like there's no one protecting these lands right now, so that's good. Gonna split off more troops here. And again, the only reason why I'm doing this is because the busies are a fight. Otherwise, I would probably keep them in like 3,000 stacks. And currently, the White Hart is out there taunting me. It is there, I see it once more, shimmering in the sun. The White Hart. I turn to alert the others, but as I turn back, it's already gone. So, I might just, get stressed and die from this Tart thing. So, my albino child has come of age. He's a tough soldier and an aggressive attack, though. So, he's not actually that bad. Well, stat-wise, he's not good, but I like that perk. Now, I realize I've got to show you what albino does. It's actually not something, bad. Well, it is for opinion, but it gives some dread. Basically, if you're going for a dread playthrough, it could, I assume, be good. But anything other than that, especially as a Norse, you don't need that. It's unhelpful at the very least. Let's just say that. Just shimming through these guys. Doesn't look like there's anyone with particularly good perks here for us to snatch up. So I'm gonna go look for this one because I'm going for the health traits first. Hopefully, whoever takes over the throne after me will have a health trait to, be able to stabilize the realm, live forever, that sort of thing. I can call on my ally, Chieftain Jovirdas, but we won't do that. We will just siege it down normally. I need better men-at-arms. Well, we are currently researching those, which reminds me I should probably go for the scientific one. We are currently good health-wise, so we might actually live until 72. And they've conquered, as you can see, a land outside of my planned area. And they're currently getting sieged or raided because of it. So I'm gonna, that's your problem, not mine. Basically, that's my stance on it. And it seems like the Byzantines have finished one of their civil wars at least. Yep, by the looks of it they have. So we're gonna have to deal with that. It would also seem that we got an achievement done. Succession is safe, which basically just means that I have 10 children. It's a pretty simple and straightforward achievement, but it's good to know, what gives you the different achievements. And I'm gonna join up my armies here again because, as you can see, the Byzantines are winning the war against the Bulgarians, and they're slowly but surely losing against me. They have a bunch more allies, so again, it's one of those things that could become troublesome, but we'll siege down Italian Byzantines and then we'll go to Byzantium proper. We will not siege down Constantinople, it's just such a pain. This guy, King of Brittany, might join his war. That's not something that I would, put down as, oh, this is awesome. That's actually quite problematic. I have a Duchess in my dungeons here who they do not wish to... I love that what gave me the Saint achievement, which is basically getting to the highest level of devotion, is executions. It basically... Oh, I'm a saint because I've killed so many, heretics, heathens, that sort of thing. That's basically what just happened. The King of Brittany has joined. He has 2,000 men. I would assume he is going to sail them down here. Oh. We're going to sail these guys to Lek here because we are getting counter-invaded, I believe. Hopefully we can siege this before the busies do anything. The extra men should maybe help it up a bit, but we'll have to see. We'll basically get it done at the same time, but I want to use my full force here to attack the busies. I'm losing a lot of men doing this. So what I should do is move those guys out, split half of that stack over, and then get my best commander to lead this one. Oh, the busies got more men. That's actually a problem. Did he decide he did not want to, join this army? As you can see, we have the everything on our side. We'll have to see if these guys join, if that had any, effect. It would seem... Oh, chances are even. So, for now, we'll just basically scare tactic them around until this army is ready. And honestly, I'd rather try for this fight. And even if I lose, it would be better than letting them get away. But it looks like we're going to win this, and just in time too, because the allies of the busies are coming in. The Kingdom of Brittany. And I'm going to just go for straight up the stack wipe here, and we're just going to hunt them down right away. Hopefully we can get them before the first month passes, because we'll get a huge... We did not. If we had that at 60 advantage, we would most likely just... Yeah, we did it anyways. I was about to say, just stack wipe their army. So that panned out well. We're at 89% war score. We should be done very soon. And as you can see, huge amounts of fame and devotion have been gained. We also actually got our hands on King Alan and the Prince. Wow, we're actually gonna make a lot of money right now. We're at 1700, 2001. The busies, I guess, have walked out of my, sight, and that is what happened there. Who are you guys, and why am I hostile to you? Diracian. I would assume you're a busy ally, at the very least. And you're a tiny army, so I might be able to just, earn money of you, which is currently what I'm going for. You're actually running to hide in the mountains. That's a bit of a pain. Doesn't look like we captured anyone. Sad. Prestige and piety for that battle. I'm still being raided. Not a fan of that. But we'll fight one more army or battle here against the busies. I kind of want to try and stack wipe the army because that could lead to rebellions for one. But if I'm lucky, like it could shatter the realm to some degree. And what I mean by this is others could cause problems for the busies. So we're gonna do this one battle, then we're going back to England and going to, you know, take the counties under our control if they haven't been conquered by someone else. Probably the Scottish or Alba. There we go. And this guy became my vassal. And honestly, I kind of want to just, you know, convert him ASAP because he might become a thorn in my side. But we'll again deal with that as time goes. The quicker you do it is better, but I don't want to create any problems for myself. The 4 counts here are still, you know, just counts. Someone's taken over Cornwall, as it looks. So we are going to declare war on as many of these counts here as we can. Some of them have allies, like this guy who's allied to the Duke of Mun. But I'm going to conquer the county, and I might just hold on to that and try to make a merchant republic. Which would actually be kind of nice now I think about it. As you can see, most people don't have, you know, allies or friends. I don't think I declared war on anyone I had through Swit, doesn't look like it. So, we now have 5 wars to deal with, all against very weak opponents, I dare say. So, we'll raise the armies here. I have no idea if it won't take too much longer since we, you know, despawn them in friendly territory, if you will. So, you guys, since you are high quality, we'll go deal with those guys. You go siege there. You go siege Northumberland, and we'll do this in like 2-3 sieges. I can unlock a new perk, so time to get Hollow Body. And this trait, again, as you can see, fertility, medium boost, stress gain. It's a good trait for keeping yourself alive. Next type perk we can go to is scientific, though, and then we're going to go down the theologian trait until we get prophet, because it gives us a fate creation and reformation cost of minus 50% when we want to reform this fate. And I think what we're going to get rid of is probably patron gods. I kind of like warmonger and this one, but the wars that we're going to fight are for the most part going to be wars just to install our, you know, people on the throne until until we basically max out renown. So my daughter became a dishonorable empath. The giant daughter this is, which I kind of find hilarious, but we found another Amazon or Herculean to help us out. If I can make a giant Hercules, that would be beautiful. Seems like we are doing well on this. We captured this guy right away. Does he have money for us? He does not have money for us, so what just I just press? Does not have money for us, so we will just enforce demands. If you have not money, you will pay with your land, and we will hand it out right away to a, you know, I'm honestly going to give it to this guy, just because of his perks here. He has 3, you know, pious traits of virtuous traits, and he's strong. He's a peasant leader, so you know he might actually, you know, turn on me, but honestly, I feel like he deserves it. He's led a wild life. Capture more combatants here. I was tempted to recruit you, but not any longer. I'm tempted to, but you are wrong fate. I could convert you and then use you as a knight, but at this point I think I have enough of them. Accursed! School is silent as I pace around the horse-skin totem facing her in quarters, inspecting it from every angle. She's right, it's definitely a knitting pole. A powerful curse that threatens her very life. The ruse carved into its half are indecipherable. The actual text of the curse smacks of indecision and indolence, ending on a note of horrifying genius. We have no witnesses, no evidence save the curse pole itself. So, who of these guys would be a horrifying genius? The only thing that comes close there would be half done. So if I set it him, he gains the trait Witch. We lose 15 opinion of... No, everyone loses opinion of me. And half done loses 30 opinion of me because I throw him in prison apparently. I gain some prestige, a strong hook. I could also just say that it's in her mind, which would give me a weak hook, some prestige, some opinion, or if I fail, not me, Skuld would get 150 stress, cursed by Niching Pole, and paranoid. Skilled is honestly, you know, I live with this, so let's just do that. I got a weak hook, gain some prestige, some favor, and honestly, hopefully I can figure out who the witch is and join the coven, because it's a achievement. You have got yourself captured, that's not good. Can I ransom you? Nope, I can desire it or denounce you though. Well, Ingebar went down here to siege and then he lost his, you know, area, so I'm gonna ransom him, then we're gonna, you know, enforce demands as tradition dictates. Wait. Do you have more than one county? Oh, you do. Jesus. I didn't realize you lived in Ireland. But I guess that also does make sense. I want you to sail to Mun. I have no idea how many troops you have. 1300. Oh, you can walk. It will be a crossing penalty instead of a, you know, super penalty, if you will. My chancellors keep dying. My guest is still alive though. So let's put my bleeding son in charge, and he'll probably end up dead within, you know, a couple of short days here. Let's have my uncle and Marshall do that. I can make someone into sheep maiden. Do not care about that. Vassals to rightful liege. I'm not gonna give you anything honestly because I kind of want your title. And I'll clear up the, you know, dukedoms later. You want, and also True Norse under you. I don't care for that, honestly. I'll deal with that later. That's basically my status quo at this point. I'll deal with the, you know, Catholics that might destroy me later. Bing. As long as I don't murder any of my own family members, I should be fine with all these executions. There might be one by just virtue of being accidental in the at this point. We need... You are the vassal of me. I thought for a second you were a vassal of someone else. You have 2 children, and your primary heir will basically inherit everything, so I'm fine with doing this. Because hopefully we can get you to become a... Honestly, I'm gonna have to make you a duke here, so your realm don't split when you die, old man. So I'm gonna grant you the Jarldom of Lancaster. There we are. Seems like we're doing well over here as well. There we are. I seem to... Did I capture someone important here? Doesn't look like it, so we'll enforce demands. And we'll give it to the new Jarl over here. There we are. And the only thing we have left to do is... Did we lose? Oh, I thought for a second it was my guys having the walk emote there. The Kingdom of Alba is raiding me. Okay, that's an interesting one. Let's, wait, why are we winning that battle? We might actually win a battle where they had twice the number of men we had. That would be, you know, pretty good. I want to see that battle report. So we lost 377, like full dead. We had 1700 survivors. They sent 4,300 versus our 2,100. They lost 1,300. I guess we're going straight for, you know, Alba after this. Chieftain Valdemar, an enterprising Nordic adventurer, has launched vicious invasions against Segos, sweeping the lands of Rostock out from under him in a surprising attack. What makes this unusual is that invasion seems to have had a religious motivation. Valdemar has partnered with an true zealot named Schatten to set up a warrior brotherhood they call the Jomsvikings. The group claims that they will enforce the old ways, striking against Abrahamics, reformists, and rival pagans alike, weaving a bloody swathe up and down the waters of the Baltic. All shall know Odin's wrath? Competition, you say? So basically, they have founded a holy order, and this guy has become the patron, which means he can use them for free against, you know, heretics. But, I'm fine with it, honestly. It's not a big problem. Like, the Holy Order is a nice thing to have, but it's not something that I would deem, you know, super important. So I'll leave them to that. And that'll be the end of it. I won't send any more men to help with the siege here. It should still go, you know, pretty quick. And as I said, I might just hold on to this county myself and build a city here, because this is one of those like rare counties that is a one county dukedom that you can turn into, you know, cities. So that's going to be a goal. You do not have the maximum amount of money, but you're full siege, so it doesn't matter. False demands. We've got another child of my dynasty. And the county that we're going to hand out here is this one. Because, again, I just want to hold on to that for the time being. I'm going to give it away. We're also going to declare one this guy to get the final county we need for securing the area. And I believe we still need this county of the two United Danelaw, or I need to create the tile itself. So we'll have to look into that. We're gonna create a new zone though, and again, victors in conquest. We're gonna place it on Man or Mun, because it just conquered, has no control. Conquest stone is plus 0.5 a month, really helpful. And Alba is kind of weird, you know, kind of picked pieces and kind of isn't picked to pieces. It's awkward. I should just use a subjugation on him though, because no, I want to use that on Sweden. I forgot about that. Yeah, we're gonna subjugate Sweden down the line. So Jarl Hoke has a claim to actually a pretty good chunk of land here. It would cost me, you know, a decent amount of prestige, but that's fine. Does he have a claim to Lothian or more than Lothian? Lothian and then one extra county by the looks of it. And of course this would actually be a good the ally is West Francia. That's not a problem. I should be able to, you know, split up the armies and deal with them individually. I can also just have my troops in my, you know, lands for a bit to allow the them to recover. But what I am going to do is just add 3 more of these to max out that men-at-arms regiments, and I'm gonna probably get 2 onagers once we unlock those. But I think we're gonna, you know, go for these claims. Jarl Hoke of Bart, he holds this dukedom down here. I'm gonna have to, you know, help split his realm down the line, but I would hope his children will do it for him, so I don't have to, you know, interfere. Yeah, I think this is worth it. So let's just declare that war. And we'll probably end up soon fighting Sudrea too. There should be a 1... Oh, he actually has 2 dukedoms. So I was hoping that if I took 1, it would just shatter his realm. Doesn't look to be the case, so we'll raise all our boys here. It'll take a while. We'll be able to regenerate troops during this time. So, it's all good. And we'll siege Durham first. Fellow servant of the All Father, as the order of the Young can grow, we need more land from which to organize a defense of the Elsa Fate. The city of Salford is perfectly suited to our purpose, and we wish to lease it into service for our cause. So I could give them this city, which is currently held by an Osnosotru, or Ketansaro, which is held by, you know, a Orthodox Greek. So this is a Italian city that I can give them. So I guess I'll lease that city out. I don't know if it will mess with the fact that I need to control Sicily fully, but I would assume it does not, and I could probably, you know, cancel the lease since it says, you know, it's a lease. So let's try this. They give me money. I might have to give that money back down the line, but I'm hoping that won't be, you know, a problem. We'll have to see though. And because of that, I forgot to send my boys here. You getting supplies here? Good. Are they going to go for the Mun? They are, so let's send you to Galloway. Let's send you to Galloway. You changed your mind. That's unfair. Oh, we have two Scottish armies down here now. So they've already, I guess they were out raiding or something. Because it looks like they have already spread their troops out before I even got a chance to, you know, interfere. And we are getting bonuses to supplies. I thought it would be like they landed here, but that's not the case. This is kind of a weird start to this war already. They had more men, but they basically just split their troops up something insane. The North Riding is under siege. Okay, it's here, so I thought it was some, you know, some weird place. But it wasn't. So, I'm gonna set up these 3 sieges. They actually... You should be able to deal with this, honestly. Yeah, I think so. Because they just set sail, so 1 army should be enough to just shatter them. At least. We apparently got there too late, but we still have an advantage. And we should be able to, you know, send them packing before we end up with too many troubles. I'm gonna allow them to recover a bit here, because no matter who attacks them, they're gonna have to attack from sea, and basically protecting my land is also really worth it. The more I can slow them down in their sieges, the better for my sieges. They're still gonna attack though. Now, can I get to sea before they attack me? Doesn't look like it. It'll be an even fight according to this, but I'll probably lose once they get their once they get their allies in. So let's just retreat right away. And I want these guys to go and, you know, deal with this army. And I think they, you know, understood the drill here. I should have waited a little bit more, I think, so I could get a proper, you know, proper damage phase, if you will. But it looked like we got one anyways, and I'm gonna hunt down this army too while I'm at it. And you guys actually ran to, you know, a slightly awkward position into, you know, enemy territory. So I'm gonna do this battle, and then we're gonna stop and allow our troops to regain their supplies. Mystical knowledge, I believe we already had this one. Last time we worked with text to figure it out, so I'm tempted to just imitate the practices and see what that one does for me. Locked in a room, strange powders on a burning fire provided overpowering heat, smoke, and smells. Let's try to feel the things that lie beyond the world of senses. I do not know how much time passed before strange, indecipherable vision of light and pulsing sounds came to me. Was it my imagination or a glimpse of the divine? Is there even any way to tell? I need to try again to see if anything is different, continue, or I'll record my findings down for the future. I guess we'll try it again. It sounds, again, risky. We'll have to see. As I experiment more and more, I get a clearer and clearer grasp on things. It's if I can out-summon the presence I feel when I start my little ritual. It offers stability and comfort as the chaos of the world swirls around me. So I can become a wise man, which gives me learning. Or I could just say introspective rest. So basically, it has nothing to do with the divine, but it's very relaxing. But I think we'll take the wise man trait. I also believe wise man gives you a decision here you can do. Yeah, this one. Hold mystical communion. Divine guidance gives, as you can see, stress gain, stress loss. And I guess it depends on how things go. So let's try this and just see what happens. Oh. Oh, so this is the risk. Mystical communion, something wrong. My communions with the divine have been different lately. They no longer make me feel ecstatic, but instead weak. Today I cannot even muster the strength to rise from bed. Now I do have anti, sick perks, if you will, so this should be fine. Servants, help. As you can see, I'm ill, but I'm still good. So, oh, we're actually being attacked up there. That's my bad for not noticing. We have got another bleeder, so I might need to just, purge my dynasty. Because I don't want that negative trait within my dynasty. And as you saw there, we got scientific, which means that we will now research quicker because of our fascination. Fascination is basically depending on the learning of the culture head, but as you can see, that is one of the perks that can make it go quicker. Also, at the average development of the North counties help, and all in all, there's a couple of things, to take into account. I don't know what I want to do with this army though. If I just want to, I was about to say put it to rest. That just sounds like I'm going to kill it. But I think we will set up these two sieges, and hopefully, once these two sieges are completed, that will be it to win the war. So I'm going to allow these guys to stand down. And we actually have very little, war score from battles because they've been causing me trouble. But I still think we can win this. Prisoners can be ransomed, children like guardians. Let's have my son, do some guarding. And let us ransom our prisoners. You're actually worth money, you're actually worth money. You are not actually offering me money, so I'm gonna offer you, sacrifice instead. You can offer you can offer your buddy a money. One of those two is what I will have. I'll accept this. It's a pretty decent concubine, I think, even though, no genetic perks. She's young. But I'll finish this war with Scotland and then we're going to call it. This episode's already really long, but it's kind of also to make up for the fact that the last one was really, really short. So, kind of my way of apologizing. And it seems like I've just ran over Lothian here without actually realizing I need to siege it. That's a bit of a problem. I had a notable guest show up, and I apparently have constructed a simple palisade. Although I would assume that the people who did this is probably the, guys I took the land from. But, who can know? Anyways, currently we are going to just, allow these sieges to finish. It should be fine. And where are you guys sailing? Are you sailing back home? Why do you not have a leader? So, let's go kill them. I'm no longer ill, although with the health perks, it doesn't really matter if I'm ill or not, because ill doesn't really have any effect on me. We're just gonna barely win this battle by looks of things. Again, we do have some pretty decent commanders, pretty decent advantages, and it will look that I can, capture the King of Alba. Honestly, at this point, I have so much money that I think we can just enforce demands. I don't need to be too greedy. I need to speed along my conquest rather. So doing that is perfectly fine by my reckoning. This guy's gonna love me to death because I pushed his claim. As you can see, plus 50 from the claim, plus 60 from Duchy and County for 50 years. So he's basically gonna love my guy until he dies, which is good. But as I said, we are going to end it here. It's been quite a good session, honestly. We're currently 57. We're halfway there on the 30 years, spree. And we're gonna fight, Benevento, East Francia, the other ones. The busies, how long do we have a truce with them for? Shouldn't be too long now. Will look like we don't have a truce at all with them. We don't, but they have more troops now. So it's gonna be even more troublesome. But the Duke of, one area has a claim, but yeah, we're not gonna do that because, as you can see, prestige costs. We might as well just do the Duchy Count conquering. But we are going to have to fight him. We're gonna have to allow troops to recover. Right now we can feel about the same amount as the Byzantine Emperor can. So we're gonna go probably Benevento, then we're going to go East Francia, then we're going to start working on Cairun. And worse, if the worst comes to worst, we will truce break the Bizus, or more likely, we will kill the Emperor of the Byzantines and then truce break. But thank you for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed this. I am recording a lot again, which you probably can hear, and I'm looking forward to continuing this playthrough. See you next time.